May the 5th, we are pulling up to London, y'all.
It's the day you need to block out in your calendar. It's on a Sunday. So London, surrounding areas, all the black people that live in Europe, wherever you at, this your chance.
That's right. We're super excited to be bringing the last portion of the Climax Tour to London. If you came to our show last year, this will be a completely different show.
Wilder, more fun. Well, I did get on top of that couple and do the 6.
And there was a woman who stapled money to her cheek and started bleeding. But
we got to step it up in London.
We're going to step it up. So head on over to whorehive.com and get your tickets now. Hey guys, welcome to a Valentine's Day edition of Horrible Decisions. I'm your girl, Mandy B, a.k.a. Pat the Stallion, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, a.k.a. That Bitch.
Welcome back, y'all. I'm Weezy. We're here for another episode in LA, but I got to tell you how I know our two guests.
Oh.
Okay. So I've known Heather forever for following her because I just like following hot bitches. No, but I always unfollow them when I go through my body dysmorphia. I'll be like, oh no, bitch, I'm too fat for this whole right now. Like I gotta unfollow. And then I saw your page one day. I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. And then I saw Heather on it and I was like, oh God, no.
Yep, there are a couple.
See, when you follow niggas that look really good, you gotta look at the girlfriend. If the girlfriend's mid, you'll be fine. But if the girlfriend's fine,
the mid girlfriends end up getting pregnant over and over. And
it don't matter though, because when they get with you, it's just like, oh yeah, I see why. Oh, I'm not about to get no Heather smoke.
Oh my
what
God,
I'm gonna do?
Well,
like too many pics.
Well, y'all, we are joined today by TRell and Heather Sanders, host of the Back on Fig podcast. And ladies listening, y'all may have purchased clothes because it's been around forever. Heather Sanders is the owner of Sorella Boutique.
Yeah.
And we're excited to have y'all on here to talk about, we hoping they don't break up after this actually, but we gonna dig into some relationship shit.
Should we do some Valentine's Day predictions? By the end of this episode, are we gonna want a man or not?
Right, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, we gonna do it?
Make us feel better. Thank you.
Wait, so you thought TRell was cute?
Yeah.
That's all I heard in the whole intro.
Y'all see how
y'all was both fine with the
I was stuck there too. I said, here we go.
I don't hear that.
I look good.
Bro, we can't bring no unlucky couple for
I look good though.
Y'all both look really good.
Do I look good?
Can I be honest? This is no shade.
Yeah.
Obviously,
do I look good? Okay.
But the girlfriend is fine. Kind of makes you be like, oh damn.
It makes you look better.
So I look better. Oh, I look better because she look
better
good.
with her.
Okay. So I'm fine.
Heather, tell me this ain't true. When you see a nigga on Instagram and his bitch is bad, you be like, damn, his dick must be really good.
He actually is cute. They do make you think different. Like, she likes him for a reason. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I guess.
Or the opposite happens. If you see a man and his chick is whack, it's like, oh, he probably lame.
Yeah, he's whack.
Yeah.
Whack energy. Y'all
What's
just
going on?
cornballs.
They don't even look good together. What's going on?
So I'm not a lame.
Okay.
And I look good.
Okay. Yeah.
I just figured out today.
I mean,
because I didn't know I've been in a relationship too long.
Look, we team Heather right now. We can't deny or confirm this until she does.
Well, I wanted to start this podcast off with some icebreakers.
Okay.
Because I felt like we could have a little fun with this. I also gave you guys some questions to ask each other because, again, I want everyone to be single like me. Anyways, let's start with some icebreakers. And we're going to start off easy.
Okay.
So, would you rather have sex in a car or in the shower? Because I think both are awful. So, which one you would rather car? TRell?
We did some car shit like a couple weeks ago. It was crazy.
What kind of car is it? Is it a big truck? Is it a tiny car?
Big body, big Benz.
Okay.
I'm like, this is why I should have filmed that shit.
Thought you should have filmed it. Okay, what made it so hot though? Because car sex is kind of like high school.
It is, but she still ain't never did that. And I was like, damn, you ain't never did. She's like, I ain't never did this before.
With you.
And I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
Ooh, she said that was the first time.
We've never done that before.
Well, kick me off.
You, nigga.
Yeah, we've never done that before.
Really?
I mean, but yeah, it is teen shit.
It's
you know, kid shit. When you don't have nowhere else to go.
You don't have a house.
You go to the car.
In 14 years, you've never had sex in a car together?
Probably
no,
I mean,
you sucked a car, did
tour bus.
How y'all ain't never do? Maybe you did a finger pop on the way home?
No, I don't think so.
Hell no.
Y'all are very adventurous. Well, now y'all are getting there. Okay.
We're not really that adventurous.
Okay, I wouldn't tell y'all have kids.
Would you say that like you wanted to be, or y'all? It's just not really both of y'all's thing.
Yeah, it's just not really both of our thing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, because if I'm touching the pussy, I'm trying to fuck. At that point, as soon as I give it a couple taps, I'm ready.
A couple taps is crazy.
What are your signs? I need to know.
I'm an Aquarius.
I'm a Gemini.
When's your birthday?
February 2nd, this
Oh,
Friday.
Oh, coming up.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Gemini. Okay, I don't know what this means for the two of you, but
We're
I've dated-
compatible.
I dated a lot of Aquariuses, so it's funny that you said, wait, you think he was cute? Because every Aquarius I've dated, man or woman, I feel like they're very into me, but they don't need much more, right? They don't need like crazy sex from me.
Yeah.
I know yours was.
Bitch, my nigga said, I need you to need me.
He
And
was
that's
a
why
hoe.
he cheated on me. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, triggered. Let's not talk
Happy
about
Valentine's
Aquarius, please.
Day.
All right. Would you rather only have sex in bed for the rest of your life or never be able to have sex in bed again? Clearly, y'all are probably a little bit more in the bedroom.
But I
Keep
would
it
have
the
to
bed.
go with option number 2.
Never have sex in the bed again?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so you were just fucking a couch?
I mean, the couch.
So is it a bed forever only?
Look, she's like,
As someone who hasn't fucked in a car in 14 years,
I'm actually gonna lie. I'm
I would take the bed.
I ain't gonna lie. I love even starting off like this new 22-year-old I'm fucking. We literally have to start in the bed first, and then I'll be like, okay, now we can move to the living room for round 2. But I like to start in the bedroom.
So you walk to the living room.
Oh no, we'll be starting in the living room because we have drinks. He rolling up the blunt. I make it a little cute. I make it a little environment. And then after the blunt roll, we done smoked a little bit, passed a couple drinks with each other. I be like, ready to go to the room? I want to start in the room a little bit.
So he hidden from the back, boom.
All the
and then
thing,
y'all
my
get
bed
up.
is-
You know what? Let's get up.
Well, and that's the thing. He's like 6'7", and my bed is at least tall. On the couch, it's a lot. Like, we got to figure this shit out.
I think
It's
if I had to
right.
pick anything that wasn't a bed, it's couch or kitchen counter.
Oh, girl, I ain't never eaten at your house again. Now, bitch. Now,
Yeah.
this is where I wanted to get a little
Wait,
spicy.
that's crazy.
I mean,
Your ass is on the kitchen
on the counter is crazy. Like, you
As if it's never been on that couch you sitting on.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Bro, you fucked in here?
Night. Fuck. Just was,
You
I was
fucked in
listen,
here?
I was very proud of the new space. So when we first moved in here, I was like, let me take this nigga up to see it. I was like, yeah, can you believe it? Look at the lights.
I mean,
Also, look at the cameras.
So you gave him some head in here.
oh, I ain't gonna be lying.
I felt wrong to fuck in here for some reason. I don't know why.
I didn't for mine.
So y'all both fucked in here.
No. I have a studio in Brooklyn, and I'm not gonna lie. When I got it, I was like, well, I kind of feel like a rapper. And I felt like that's what you had to do was fuck in a studio.
that is
So I
Break
said,
it in.
bitch, I got a studio. Come over here and fuck me in the studio. It sounded like
Yeah, that's
I felt
right.
like I was putting my masculine energy on the table.
I love
Like,
that.
nigga, come.
Do y'all ever have? When's y'all moments where you have? Do you have children?
Oh.
3, 4.
Oh my god, that's
4?
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're with the kids and you get to break away, when you have a vacation, do you ever feel like when y'all are on vacation, you have wild moments? It's when the kids at school. When is
On
it?
vacation, it's going crazy. I'm fucking all up and down Mexico. All up and down the road. I don't even know what that
Mexican
road
sex.
called.
What is it, bro?
It's this Cabo. You got that
You
one
just
road.
feel free there.
What is that
Yeah, I don't know
motherfucking
what
road
it is.
called?
And then they're always trying to like tequila you up. Hey, you on vacation?
Yeah.
Give it to me. You don't even know what tequila it is.
They say, you know,
No, you
Mexican
don't.
water.
You
It be
don't.
You don't
tequila that
care.
You ain't never heard of, but they be like, this is from here. This is good shit.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got this back at home. Nigga, that should be $12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It don't be nothing.
They-
Now, we going to start real quick and spice this up before we get into our vanilla shit. TRell, let's start with you with your question because Heather's is a little bit more spicy.
So for the listeners, Mandy has prepared some questions for them. They're folded up in their laps, and no one knows what's on the papers yet. And TRell's going first.
TRell, ask the question on the paper.
Let's see what I got.
You're going to answer it, but also ask Heather
See
what
what
her
I
answer
got
would be
here.
in this. And act like you know how to talk into a mic, Mr. Podcaster.
Okay. Here we go. Would you rather I become best friends with my ex or best friends with your ex?
Shit.
And I
And I'm
like
like best
to know
friends with yours.
What?
You would rather him become best friends with his ex.
Am I tripping or nobody in the room would have said that?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if I would have said that.
Hell no. Let the
Because-
niggas talk about
okay,
my
yeah.
good pussy.
Hold on, I want to hear why.
Because him and his ex are already cool and I can deal with it. I know they both don't want each other. My ex just coming around like, why are you around? Like, you can't even be around me, my energy, nothing. Like, you're just done completely.
Wait,
Okay.
is it an ex you have children with though?
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Well,
Yeah,
because
pick another.
That's a respect
Good
you
question.
have for a human that is supersedes a friendship.
Yeah.
Well, then she don't
It
even
is.
know none of my exes at that point.
I only
was
know
just
one.
fucking around. I was just
Okay.
fuck whoever.
Not a fuck whoever.
I was a fuck
Oh my
whoever
God.
type niggas.
I ain't
So,
playing. Okay, I can get that. Heather, ask TRell the question that I gave you because this
Okay.
was
We're only 5 minutes in and it's already fucking spicy as fuck. Would you rather cheat and be caught or be cheated on and never be told? Cheat and be caught. I'm not getting cheated on. I'm not no weak
This ain't
ass
your
bitch.
damn question.
wait.
Oh,
She said, "I'm gonna ask and answer."
okay, Terrell. Would you rather cheat and be caught or be cheated on and never be told?
Damn, homie. Yeah, just don't even tell me, G.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
As a man, if he cheats and then gets caught, it causes a lot more.
If you
friction in
cheat
a
on
relationship.
me and I know, we're done. It's over.
Really? But if you cheat,
What if it's
and
just
she
sex,
knows?
though?
Wait.
14 years? You know that
We're-
this person loves you.
We're done.
What if she got a Mexico moment with her homegirls?
Look, bitch, we
I'm
out
not
of here.
fucking nobody else.
It's gone. Don't look at me. Don't touch me. I don't know. Like, you gave him hand?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Oh, no,
Being
bitch,
that you
need
know
to
the
move.
type of woman you have, right? You know that she's probably not the type to have sex with someone else.
Mm-mm.
What would you rather find out? She made a really deep emotional connection with someone, or that she just fucked a nigga on vacation?
I mean, you could just fuck a nigga on vacation. I mean, if I'm a pick between the two, but still, you gave him hand.
Okay.
This is on my nigga. That is the emotional connection.
Wait, head is an emotional connection?
Well, to
For
him,
me.
he probably like, damn, this is crazy.
To be fair, the one that I had where you sitting was
This
too.
bitch is crazy.
Oh my God. Really? Well, then I would like to ask you then in terms of cheating overall. Clearly, sex is an issue. Do you believe in emotional cheating or like liking posts on Instagram? Do things like that bother you? Like what is your idea of cheating outside of sex? Are there other forms of it?
Oh yeah, if you crack open a DM, bitch, you cheating. You crack open a DM, you cheating. If you
He's
liking,
crazy.
you
What?
cheating. If you talking to a nigga too much, you cheating. This is just it's you can get look, brother, because for a guy,
I don't do.
I'm
I haven't got
telling
to do
you.
shit in 4
You know, I
if
don't-
this if a slight, you can give a guy the slightest emotion, and he thinks he got it. So don't you ever do no shit like that. So if a guy DMs you and then you take your time to put him in general or priority,
Wow.
private, whatever it is, and you click, you be like, you know what? Nah, I don't like you.
So
That's way too much.
So
for
you're
me.
thinking of the way that men respond to feeling like they might be in the end, which is the issue.
Yeah.
It's not even really are you allowed to have guy friends? Do you have guy friends?
Yeah, I have a lot of guy friends.
So what's the difference with that? Because those are emotional relationships.
They all gay, and they my homies. It's not my homies.
His
Paul.
homies and
Her homies is gay, and then her other male friends is my homies. Pause. Let me just change that.
no,
This is
but,
a liberal
Okay.
podcast.
no, but recently I've met a lot of new men friends because I go to a new gym,
Okay.
and I met a lot of new men friends. And you're okay with me having those?
They must not be
Well,
fine.
those
girl.
they cool. They
Not
all
bad
they
looking.
they at the gym. They cool. They got wives. They cool with me too. It ain't like I don't know them. I don't know of them. You
Yeah.
feel me? So
Okay.
it ain't nothing like that.
Okay. Well, I want to get into our vanilla shit because 14 years, I want to know if you guys have done this. This has been a constant conversation recently. Even Cameron Diaz spoke about it. So this is from the New York Post. Sleep divorce isn't just a trend. New scientific research actually backs the separate bed theory. So let's get into that. A new research from the University of Michigan finds that it's actually more beneficial for couples to sleep apart than together, especially if to have the disruption-free 8 hours being the goal. The news comes as more and more couples are opting out of conventional shared bed sleeping arrangements. Again, Cameron Diaz spoke about it, and she's now pushing the stigma, saying that her relationships are healthy because there are separate rooms and separate beds for her and her partner. Now, I want to have a conversation because this used to be a thing with my last relationship. When y'all get into an argument, living together, clearly having children in their own rooms, have you guys thought to have separate beds? Have y'all slept separate after an argument? How do you go about the sleeping arrangements after an argument with each other?
If I'm arguing with you, I might leave. You know,
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna sleep in another room. My energy is toe up, so I'm gonna just go somewhere else. But what Cameron Diaz is saying, I think that's rich nigga shit. That's like Oprah Stedman, get your ass in the backyard. I got a house for you. You know what
I agree with
like,
you.
Okay, I'm not
that's
gonna lie.
like rich. That's rich people shit. Like they always have their own homes, separate homes. I'm gonna go over here Hollywood. You go over here Beverly Hills. Like that's they shit. Normal people, we do not do that. You better get your ass in the house. For what time is it? Like we don't do that.
Well,
Like,
no, they were saying separate bedrooms.
Separate
separate
Just separate
bedrooms is
bedrooms,
even
but
like out
it
of
costs-
pocket. You know what I mean? Like
You think having separate bedrooms in the same house is out of
I don't
pocket?
even want to. Yeah, I don't even want to. I don't even want to be in a house by myself. Like I can't even be alone. I
Well,
can't do that.
we got into it last night, and his ass was in his back on Fig room downstairs sleeping.
Okay.
And I was totally fine with it. And you used to be like, no, you need to be in the bed with me. We need to say I love you before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like we need to be together before we go to sleep. We need to kiss before we go to sleep. And now I'm like 14 years. I'm like, nigga, if you want to go sleep on the couch, please go be my fucking guest. If you want to go down sleep in your little man cave, go be my guest. I'm fine sleeping with my baby. My
Fuck
baby
yeah.
sleeps with us anyway.
Now then, my question is, what happens next? You guys go to sleep mad at each other. You slept in separate rooms.
and now we're
What does
here.
communication look like in the morning to get over whatever y'all argued about?
Well, this is the first time we've talked all morning.
Let me ask you a question that I'm interested in.
To be 100%.
You said that now you've let it go. Do you think that comes from a place of, I think the largest issues in my relationships is that I didn't necessarily feel like I was super safe in it. Like you fighting, but you know you're going to end up with this nigga. You know what I mean? You've seen the love, whatever. Do you think that's why you don't give a fuck that he sleeps somewhere else? Or is it because you've learned that he needs space? Because some women can't give men space.
Probably a little bit of both. Like I know he'll get over it. He's just mad right now. He gets really, really, really upset, and then he'll start coming down, and then he'll think about it, and then we always end up being good. But he does need time, and I just really don't care anyways. I'm just like, go ahead, because I need time too, because we have to be apart, else we're just never gonna stop fighting.
To keep the spirits up. Because I need to have some faith this Valentine's Day. Because I really do want to know, though. Can you tell me about something in the last 14 years where maybe it was like, you know, when you feel like you'll never get over something? Tell me about maybe an issue in your relationship or something you got on each other's nerves with that you fixed.
That we fixed?
That you overcame. Just something that's a recurrent theme. Like with my ex, he felt like I wasn't considerate enough so that he was a real OCD nigga. He was like, yo, I know you don't think it's a big deal that I need things a certain way, but it makes me so angry with you all day. I can't even look at you. And over time, I started to really respect his space and like encourage it and just pay attention that it's really something in his brain. Even though it's not important to me, it's important to him. Whether it be a love language, maybe too. Maybe she likes gifts or affirmation and you learned it.
Go ahead, because you complain about me all day. I don't do this. I don't do that. You do this.
Yeah, say
You
something
complain all
sweet
day.
about him.
What is it?
It ain't no fucking sweet. You've been working on it.
We've been
up,
working on what?
Big, attitude problem. And that's just not with me. You feel me? That's just going out in the world. Talking crazy, saying crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, just not giving the best vibe. You feel me? Like not being who you supposed to be as a human sometimes. And everybody can't take that, like that hard, aggressive Heather. You know what I mean? So you calm down with that a lot. I told her, just be positive. Be positive. Everything is good. You don't have to be so hard all the time. So she's doing that more. It's taking fucking years.
How do you communicate? Because clearly you seem to like a certain part of her, and when she gets out of that character, you're like, God damn it, can you go back to the soft, kind, nice Heather that I like? How do you get her if she's in a space where you're like the vibes is off? Do you have something to where you let her know? Like, how do you communicate that it's something you don't like?
I'll say that's what I got to work on too.
Okay,
because I don't have no communication skills either. So we both got to work on our communication skills with each other, telling each other a little bit softer, how things are supposed to go and what we're supposed to do. Because I'm right off like barking like a dog. You know what I mean? Like, shut your motherfucking ass up. Like,
I don't think you can deal with a girl that's too nice and sweet. Even the comment that you made about my girl can't do this, that. Do you know who do shit like that? Real sweet and nice girls. And they have no idea that they're disrespecting their man. If your girl isn't a super aggressive or dominant woman, then you end up with a bitch who probably pisses you off because she's too nice to another nigga or she's too friendly in the gym and doesn't separate the line. Those type of girls work with men like you. So you want this? Oh my God. Now,
no.
have you seen that video
That's
of
not
Kanye's
it.
wife
Because
with the nigga? And she was like, oh, you got married. You saw that?
Yeah, like,
I was
girl,
like, that was a lot.
I'm married, nigga. Bye. Get out my face.
no, my nigga be like, it's just different though, cause she just like her attitude is just like it's just like mine. And she's a girl, she's a woman, and you can't be like me all the time. Like people gonna take it the wrong way, and I can't really protect you everywhere where you at. You talking crazy like that, she might get at a nigga. Wow,
Oh, look at him. He really just wants to protect you.
That was
You
so
feel me?
We're so single.
I would like to ask you then, knowing that there's this communication gap, how do you stay with someone for 14 years and y'all are still figuring out how to fuck to communicate with each other? Because that's like almost now a deal breaker for me. I need someone who I feel like I can come to and hold accountable for how they act and it not turn into an argument. When I was telling you I broke up with this nigga 13 times, it's because every time I questioned him about his fuck ass behavior, he just wanted to run because he didn't want to be held accountable for how he made me feel in his actions. So it was just easier to break up, take some time, and then I missed the dick and we just came up and we never ever talked about any of the issues.
Well, everybody not perfect.
But I get that. But now I'm to the point where no, I would like to be able to work through things and you understand and respect my feelings and truthfully apologize so that I know you're not going to keep doing that shit. So this being 14 years in and y'all still figuring out how to communicate with
and
each
y'all
other.
are young.
Wow.
You normally, when you hear 14 years, you there's a different
They're
look
like
in my
60
head.
years old. Y'all niggas in y'all 30s. So you're 20s into your 30s now, becoming parents together, all these things. How do you get this far and not have a strong communication foundation?
I'm just saying we not perfect.
I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to
He
ask
communicates well.
better than you.
Yeah, better than me. He communicates well. He'll tell me how he feels, his feelings, what he doesn't like, what he does like. He'll communicate that really well.
Girl, you are so lucky.
Literally.
I still have problems with communicating because I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I don't care. I'll just be done.
So you know why that's hard?
So you're
Men
like man in
do
this
tell us how to treat them and we don't really listen sometimes. And it's interesting because like I feel like I would have begged for that in my last relationship. I'd be like, damn, what's he thinking about? What's he feeling? And I was always trying to guess and it came off like I was so desperate. When you have a clear communicator, it is good. It's just, did that nigga piss you off so much to where you can't even...
He just makes me so upset because he talks crazy. Like the way he talks is so disrespectful, crazy. Like to even just if he gets into an argument with somebody that he works with, it's just so disrespectful, crazy. But that's how my dad was too. And my dad is really stern and mean. And I feel like I kind of like, you know, how you kind of like, you know, what you grew up around.
Girl,
so
not
he
me.
kind of is like, my dad in some ways.
I would never date a short Jamaican in my life. Ever.
I like the hood niggas that make me feel like a princess.
Yeah, that's,
like,
he does that too.
But keep up the princess shit when you mad. You know what I'm saying?
He does not. He does not let me keep up the princess shit when he's mad.
No.
That's
so. Tell me your favorite thing about your partner.
Oh,
that's a good question. You go first.
No, you gotta. It'll be a while for me.
Let me think hard.
And it can't be physical.
Oh my God.
It's 14 years. You shouldn't be taking this long.
I'll go first. I love how he is like, he leads us. Like he is like a good, like, provider for our family. He'll like make sure he leads me in the right direction. He's always giving me really good advice. He's so fucking funny. I love that he's funny. He's just like a boss, and he's just a thug and just like, but he's soft with me. And it's just like certain things. Most of it is just he makes me laugh. And he's good to our kids.
That's a good 14 years. You make each other laugh.
He like everything you just said, girl. Now, what is your favorite thing about Heather?
Shit, I don't know. Everything.
You know.
She's a great businesswoman. Great businesswoman. Very, very, can't be physical, but very beautiful. A great mother. Great mother, man. Inside out is wild. I couldn't ask for, anything else. Very consistent, man. Like I always say, I'm an inconsistent person, but I learn from her a lot.
Well, don't get mad when that attitude consistent too,
Yeah.
because it is.
I have never heard a man say a woman is consistent.
Yeah, she is. She's very consistent when she puts her mind to something. and she just does it every day, whether if it's Sorella Money for Nails, whether if it's TikTok. You seen us out there with the fucking
With the tripod.
with the tripod. Like, God, my nigga got that motherfucker like it's a dildo paw. Like, he just got that bitch. Like, I'm like, this motherfucker look crazy.
Sorella is for real big deal though, and I would say I think what's impressive about it is we're in such an IG boutique era that like
you did that shit before that shit though.
And I recently, I mean, I think I always remembered it was you, but when I was shopping in there maybe a few months ago after the flea market, this white girl said to another white girl, "You know, this is blackout."
Oh wow.
And I was like,
They love that. They love it.
they do.
Yeah, they do.
Bitch, keep it going. I say that shit every day.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Now you brought up dildo, so here we go. We're getting into our hors d'oeuvre. And I mean, all right, calm down with the sound effects. You know, for our hors d'oeuvre, I would love to know from both of you how being together for so long, especially even after having kids, how you keep it spicy. For you, I want you to talk about what sex looked like after having your children and how you really got comfortable with that. And for you, it's being in this relationship so long and even through fatherhood and her being pregnant, how y'all kept it spicy or got back into it.
I think it's just you gotta love your partner. You feel me? Just like, I always think about the first time I met her. And that first time I met her, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be with you forever. You know what I mean? Like, she walked up to me and I was like, damn, I'm gonna be with you forever. So it's just like, it's always that feeling like, I don't never have to fuck another girl. It's just I always, every time I look at her, I think about that. And, it just give me that same feeling. We have sex or whatever the case may be. It's just always the same for me. So I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't care. You feel me?
He's always liked me though, fat, because I've been through a lot of stages of Heather. I've been with him since I was 19 years old. I'm about to turn 34 on Friday, and I've been through a lot of stages. I've went through postpartum. Like, I've gained like 130 pounds. Like, I've had Bell's palsy. My whole face was like paralyzed on the right side, and I've just like not always been my best. And he always still loved me. He was fucking me up when I had Bell's palsy.
I'm sorry. I really didn't want to laugh.
No, I thought this was about to be a sensitive moment.
I was almost tearing up. And then he said, "Yeah, bitch."
No, I tried to give a little cool little answer. I was just saying anything, but hold on.
Okay.
My nigga said she had Bell's palsy, though. But she whole face like this.
No, whole face drooping. I couldn't even close my eyes.
And one of the homegirls was like, "Hey, you was fucking her with Bell's palsy, nigga. You cold." No, so I'm gonna keep
I love that you made her feel special.
That pussy wasn't leaning.
Yeah. That pussy was right in there.
So she in that motherfucker going crazy. She was just,
Let me see it again.
she gotta look back at her nigga too.
I hate him.
Wait, when the eye, let's just say one eye was in,
we need to go stay here.
for real, when one eye was in New York and the other was in
That
LA.
motherfucker was, look, it was doing this.
Yo,
It
were you
wasn't
like
closed.
focusing on the titties, like, or did you just learn to live with the face?
Oh my God.
You just gotta be in there
I just
closed.
thought maybe you just fucked her from the back. That's all. Like, you didn't have to see it. You know that too.
Ugh.
So then, with all of, let's remove the Bell's palsy.
This was a sex tip
I would love to
conversation.
know then maybe if you could give. I've lost 80 pounds. I've been as high as 235 all the way down to 150. I want to know what tips you would maybe have for women who have experienced those different weight losses. Only because too, how I showed up in the bedroom where my confidence is a lot different now. I have standards now. But I want to know, like, being in a relationship, how that affected you sex-wise and how you stayed confident.
Yeah. I just always knew that I was a bad bitch. I always knew that the pussy was it. I just know that I was it, and no matter how big or I was, I knew that I could still do certain things that, but it did kind of mess with me a little bit where like, I don't even want to be touched. At some point in time, I'm like, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to do this. I don't look good enough, whatever. But still deep down inside, I knew that he always loved me no matter how I looked. I knew I still had it, and I knew that it was still good.
Were there
every morning?
If you gain some weight, like big, like that's at least to me Niggas fuck with thick girls. They fuck with big
No,
girls.
she
Like,
said she gained 130
no,
pounds. That's a whole
just
nother
hear me for a
human.
second.
Yeah, literally.
She gained another body.
Let me get it out.
Also
men
created
will
two
fuck
bodies.
you
Hold
when
on.
you're big, right? Because you got a
Yeah.
beautiful face. But Bell's palsy,
I know.
the weight,
That's
to me,
crazy.
I'd be like, that could come and go. We don't know if that eye going back up.
I know.
That's love.
Yeah, that was. And he was like every day, like trying to figure out like how can we fix this? Because I was just like, you know what, this is how I am. Like I was like ready to give up on life.
But you can let it
I
go
had just
back.
had a baby. Like I was focused on taking care of my baby. Like I didn't care how I looked. I was just like, I'm gonna take care of my baby. He was lucky to even be in this world because he almost didn't make it during labor. So I was just going through a lot during that time. So, I mean, that didn't really faze me, but he was like, no, we got to get over it. Like, you can't be out here like this. Like, you could be like, Heather, this is not the end of your life. You know, I was like, you could just delete my Instagram.
You
Like,
could have been like Romeo from IMX. You could have just done the iPad.
I could have.
You know what I
done
mean?
that.
Nah,
But it
hell
was
no.
so
Because
crazy.
the lip was still like this. The eye
It was
was like this. It
wild.
was crazy. If you see a picture,
Wait,
it was wild.
how did that happen?
I think it was caused from stress. It's caused after pregnancy
Oh, wow.
and stress and just different things. Just not taking care of yourself.
Okay.
And I really wasn't. So it was like, oh, I was reading everything like, oh, do yoga, like meditate, eat healthy, just go on about your daily life.
That's not even the shit you want to
workout.
hear. Don't tell me to do yoga with my
And that's what I accepted. And he was like, hell no, like that's not what that's not,
That's not
you
gonna
know,
happen.
that's not
He
it.
said, I'm a doctor. I'm a
I
help
want
you.
to ask a paternal question really quick because we're a women podcast. We very rarely have men on talking about being dads. But postpartum is a common theme with women.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with you when you see the person that you love being depressed as fuck and you don't even know what to do? Like,
Me
have
being
you
from the ghetto, and she told me, shit, I'm thinking about throwing my baby down the stairs. I'm like, bitch, I got to get my baby up out of here. Who was you?
And that was the
I thought she
scariest.
was going
My mom did that
crazy.
too.
And I was like, I thought she was just like, maybe she needs some attention. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she going crazy. I didn't know what it was.
Who did you speak to?
Who did you
during
lean
that
on?
time? Yeah.
Well, she had went to the doctor or whatever the case may be, and they was like, well, maybe you have postpartum, you know. And
Depression. Yeah.
and I start Googling it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, let me see if this is the symptoms. And so I'm like, oh, she got all of it. So I feel like a fucked up person because I took it hard on.
He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't ever fucking say about get my baby, bitch. Like going crazy on me. But I'm like, I'm just letting you know because we have a 3-story house. So we have 3 flights of stairs. So when I'm going up to make my baby a bottle, I'm holding my baby so fucking tight because
intrusive thoughts.
there is, yeah. And I'm like praying and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm not
You didn't
crazy.
feel like yourself.
Yeah, I didn't.
My
But I'm
mom
like,
said the
I
only
know
reason
I'm not
I'm alive
crazy
is
and
'cause
I
I
know
couldn't
I'll
fit in a
never
microwave.
do it. I know I'll never actually do. I just couldn't ever physically see myself doing it. But why am I thinking it?
Why are you thinking?
I don't want to think like this. I don't want to hold my baby tight when I'm walking up the stairs. I'm like, something's not right. And I didn't experience that with my first kid. I was like back to my normal
It's
self.
really just the hormones. I had a conversation on my Period Sis podcast where this girl had got on birth control. And birth control was making her, when she got to a red light, wanting to run it. Just like she had suicidal ideologies.
Bro, look at this shit.
Yeah, just no.
You want to fuck normal and not get pregnant? Bitch, you might die. Like, I don't even know what to do.
Literally.
Just any type of medicine or anything. Like, I don't know.
I felt like a fucked up person during that time. When she told me that, I was like, oh fuck, because the shit I didn't did. Because I'm so extra out. I'm like, man, give me my baby. I'm just super overprotective of my kids anyway. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. You go over here and do whatever you got going on. And
after Googling it, then how did you feel for support through her?
What would you recommend
at
to
that
men
point?
listening?
So after I did that, I was just like, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? Whatever you need, I'm gonna help. Whatever you got going on, like you go over here. My biggest thing right now is, you know, if anybody out there, if you have any type of stress or depressed or anything like that, go work out. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Go to the gym or let's run, or let's go take some walks and do that. You feel me? Like I'm just helping her around the house. Anything had to do with the kids, I did it. Baths, diapers, staying up late, sleep bottles. I did anything, every single thing. So just to help her out.
And you recognize that helped, that it switched whenever he figured out what was going on with you, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
because he was like,
getting
"Fuck,
a little
it's
better.
not a game.
Yeah,
this is real. This is
real." And I'm like, "Thank you," because I'm trying to like tell you that I'm having a problem, and you're just like downplaying it. Like, whatever, like you're crazy, you're tripping, whatever. But I'm like, no, this is like for real. Like, I'm not
This
even trying
happened
to
at-
be extra. or
Black
nothing.
people don't believe in depression. You
They
know what I mean?
don't.
No.
But I really
They
think
don't.
what you said will help a lot of dads out there. I have a friend
Same.
who recently had a baby who like was venting to me, and it's hard because I don't have kids. And she's like, "You don't understand, like the bath. Like I got the C-section. It's like
Mhm.
hurting me to bend over." She was like, "And this nigga just thinks I'm being needy because I'm asking him to help me with a bath." And it does sound simple, but
Yeah.
these little things make someone really feel appreciated.
It
I
does.
got fat for this fucking baby, and you can't get this motherfucker a bath.
Yeah. I mean, with you just having another human and you have to make sure that you take care of this person all day from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, it is nice to be like, hey, you know what? I'll take him a bath tonight. And then you could go take your own bath. Like, I can go enjoy my shower, or I can go, I like
But
to smoke.
we were-
I can go like do other
This happened
things.
at which baby? Because you have 4.
So we have one that's not mine.
Okay.
And then I have 3 of my own, but this was my second baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Were you scared to, when you got pregnant for the 3rd time after experiencing this, then were you like, I don't know if I want to do this again?
yeah. When I got pregnant, I was like so sad. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this again. I'm so scared. He was like, fuck no, don't do it. And then I called my mom. I'm like, I'm pregnant, like, but I don't know if I want to have it. And my mom has 4 girls, and she's like, have it. Each pregnancy is different. Like, it's not going to be the same as Zane. Like, you won't experience the same things. And I'm so happy that she told me that, because I was like, I'm going to go get an abortion. Like, I am, because first of all, I never lost my weight from my second. I just got over Bell's palsy. I just got over postpartum depression. I'm just now kind of feeling like myself. I don't have myself fully back yet. And I like to have myself kind of back before I get pregnant.
Right.
Else I was just going to be a big
It's
mess.
going to be on
Else I
top
would
of
just
this? Yeah.
already was a big mess. I'm like, fuck it. I'm already a mess. Might as well have another baby.
No, she go.
And she is the best. Like, I'm so happy that I made that decision, like, to have another baby. She like completed our family. She's so happy. She's like the best.
I'm glad you
And
talked about wanting to have an abortion, because we associate abortions with single people and hoes. It's just the
Yeah.
truth. You know what
But
I'm
to
saying? Like,
consider it in a relationship after 2 kids, that's a
Mhm.
different
And I was
conversation.
sad because I'm like I'm not a kid. Like, I'm not 16 where I have to go have an abortion. And I call my mom and I'm just like, yeah, like, I think I want to have an abortion. She was like, what? She was like, no, you've already had kids. You're not having an abortion. If you get pregnant, you're having your baby. That's just what it is.
did you watch it come out? Were you in there like a doula holding it?
Yeah, I was. You had that postpartum depression, and then she got Bell's palsy, and I'm like, life is finna end.
You
Because I don't know
like, this
how
is
to.
a lot.
This is getting out of hand. Cause
Yeah. It was
You
like
know
a
what I mean?
lot.
I'm like, this is wild. So I'm full.
So you were scared too.
Now I'm fully in it. You feel me? Now I'm fucking this lady with, I'm saying, with Bell's
Lady.
palsy. I'm fucking this lady with Bell's palsy, and now she pregnant. Get over this shit, right? I'm like, we not having no kids. That's out. We not
So
doing that.
what did that conversation look like? Clearly you're scared.
Me,
but
I'm like, cut it out.
You
No.
also were like, yeah, I don't want to go
No.
through this anymore either.
Well, because
Interesting.
he is like my best friend, and he gets all of my emotions, attitudes, everything the most. He's with me the most. We're together all day. He's my best friend. So any little thing, before I call my mom, before I call my sisters, anything, I'm going to him. This is how I feel. This is what I'm going through. I'm losing it with him. So he does get a lot of me, which is why he probably gets so fucking annoyed with me. But he was just like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not dealing with you like that on another level. I just got over this shit with you and Zane. Like, I'm not doing it again.
I'm curious to know then, bringing up the conversation around abortion and being single, a lot of women have the final say, which a lot of men normally get upset for. If they're like, I told you I didn't want this baby, I told you whatever, you still went and had it anyways. What did the conversation then look like when, after your mom said, no, have this baby, you then coming back to him and be like, I'm going to have it? Was there any...
Yeah, he was mad at me for he didn't talk to me. We literally did not talk probably the longest time in our relationship for 7 full days.
Oh, wow.
Because he was so upset with me and my decision. And I was like, you're a piece of shit. Like, you don't want me to have another baby. But I'm like, whatever. He went through a lot. I went through a lot, whatever. But he'll get over it. But we literally went 7 days without talking. He was so upset with me.
But look,
But I'm like,
postpartum.
you want to go to my first doctor's appointment with me? And he did.
Look, of course I'm gonna go with postpartum, Bell's palsy. Before we even have that, we have this traumatizing ass fucking pregnancy where my son comes out 10 pounds. Nobody knows he's 10 pounds. She has this young man still vaginally.
Not this young
Ooh.
man.
10
Look,
pounds.
He was supposed to be
This
10
nigga
pounds
was-
is a lot.
10 pounds is a whole lot.
So he's coming trying to get squeezed out. The doctor don't know what's going on. I'm looking at the doctor, me and the doctor at the thing like this.
At the thing,
At
Look.
the hole, at the puss.
Yeah, I'm at that thing with him like, we gonna figure this out. We both looking, I'm looking, then he cut her open. I'm like, oh.
Oh, you saw the slice.
Oh!
And then he's yanking on him. Now he's pulling his arm out. Boom. You know what I mean? If a lot of people don't know out there, I got a brachial plexus injury right now because I had a motorcycle accident. So my right arm don't move, but I just move like I'm normal. So a lot of people don't really, it's just, I look normal. You feel? I know, I just taught myself how to, carry myself. But he came out with this same injury because you can have this injury when you were a child.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So he came out, and he wasn't breathing. I'm hearing.
So this was traumatic.
I'm just
for
trying
you
to looking
too?
for the cry. Where's the cry? 60 seconds, 20 seconds.
And the
There's
other
no
thing with
damn
crying,
cry.
they also say when there's no cry that your kid could be autistic
Yeah.
or something could be wrong.
So my boy, they ICU come in, boom, boom, boom. It's the 100 people over there. They doing it up. Finally, I go over there too. I'm over there with him. Like I'm all over there. He finally go like a little cry. I was like, oh, he got a breath. Oh, he good. Then he gave a little bit more cry. I'm like, oh, he good. He good. Like it was just fucking me up, right? And then his arm wasn't moving, like, and he just moving, and he just was like, his arm was moving. I'm like, hey, come over here, man. His arm ain't moving. Like they like, what's going on? I'm like, I got the same injury. I know it. I've been having it too
Because like
long.
when babies come
Wow.
out, they're like trying to move because they really don't get to move in there, so they're trying to like spread open and move. And his arm was just staying down there, and he was moving this hand. So TRell was like, "What is going on with him? Like, what's happening?" And they didn't even know till the next day.
How
until the
intensive
pediatrician.
of a dad you gotta
like,
be.
he knew.
So intense. But I'm not gonna lie. I think, and we never get to hear.
I gotta stop fucking ain't shit niggas, bro.
Listen, because we never
For
get
real.
to hear the traumatizing side of what pregnancy means to the fathers, especially the
Yeah.
ones that do show up in the room
Mhm.
and do care and are proud to be fathers and welcoming new life.
Yeah.
This is where it was traumatic for you.
It was traumatic.
I don't believe that actually, it's obvious you guys love and care about each other, especially the things you've just said. I don't even think there needs to be a relationship. I think men just actually have to be more responsible and more caring and proud to be fathers.
I agree.
Yeah.
I have a friend who recently had a baby with a girl that he doesn't know that well. And I'm just so impressed with the dad that he's been. And even me, I even said to him like, oh shit, I didn't know y'all was fucking and shit. He was like, just because I'm a good man, bro? And I'm like, wow, we always associate a good dad with love. And I think men just need to really step it up to the plate. We don't have a lot of examples of that
I mean,
shit.
some men are great dads, but awful partners. And I think that's what we see.
Mhm.
A lot of them want to be fathers. There's just strained relationships where women want partnership with those men.
Well,
I wanted to ask y'all though, outside of having kids, becoming moms and dads, where men really want to be fathers, a lot of women want to be wives. And Heather, we were having the conversation and you have gone viral where
Mhm.
people have dissected this 14-year relationship where
Mhm.
you do not have a ring and you are not a wife.
What are some of the things they've dissected in your relationship that you felt like, damn, how'd they find that shit?
she got a ring.
I definitely
Okay.
have a ring.
It's just not.
I definitely have a ring. It's just nothing on paper. But I feel like because our relationship kind of started on the internet. Like we were on Instagram in 2010 when it first came out. Like a lot of OG people like really know us like being together. So they're just like, why? She was really positive, the girl who cracked it all off. Oh yeah, they've been together so long. They have beautiful family, beautiful kids. Like, why are they not married? I love this couple. And she did state some good points. She's like, she's not going to be able to make any medical decisions for him. She's not going to be able to do this for him, do that for him. But I don't know. I just feel like we've like always just been like a hustle and like grind and like couple ever since we've known each other, and just always like on the go, always on the move, always chasing after something. Not marriage though.
What
like,
scares you about putting this relationship on paper?
Well, because literally every single person besides maybe my uncle and my aunt, 2 of them, I have 9, have literally got married and got divorced.
Okay.
And it's such a big fear for me because especially people that have been together for a while, they feel like, okay, we're finally going to tie the knot. And then a year and a half passes, a divorce. That's my biggest fear because
fucking
once I get
trauma.
married, I'm not getting a divorce. How I grew up, what my mom and dad taught me, you're not getting married just to get a divorce.
Do you
So
want to get married?
I'm getting married. I'm for sure getting married. He asked me twice. He asked me when I was 19 years old with a fake ring. I've said this before. But he's asked me with a fake ring from, what's it called? What's that place called?
Not Claire's.
Fred Siegel.
Okay.
Fred Siegel.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to actually move to California with him because he like gave me a ring. He really likes me. So I go, and then we just were always on the move. And I was like, I'm not worried about a wedding. Like, I'm not pressed. And then again in 2017, he's like, we started making money and we started being successful in life. And so he's like, I'm going to upgrade her ring, I guess. And then on my birthday, he gave me another ring.
I'm
which
surprised
is
you
one.
can lift your fucking hand.
Yeah, it's big.
And it's beautiful. And then after that, I don't know. We
Is
just
it more
never
like a
planned a
promise
wedding.
ring then right now? Or you're just going to be engaged forever? Like,
I feel like I'm married to him. And I feel like a paper doesn't define our loyalty. A paper doesn't define.
I was going to ask,
you know,
how does it make you feel to hear her say those things?
She's full of shit. Let me tell you this, because this is just how I just do so much. You know what I mean, in our relationship. So, and she don't. You know, a lot of girls on here, they just be pressured. Oh, get married, get married. It's just a pressure thing, but they don't know what goes into it. So, like her, you know what I mean. You're not growing up trying to see, oh, we're gonna get married one day. A lot of women are not doing that shit. So when I asked her to marry me, you feel me? After that, she has to go do all these things, and she didn't know that. She thought I was finna go pick her wedding dress out, go pick the chapel out.
She said, "Oh, you're
the food.
You're signing me up for more work."
She thought I was finna go do all, so she was just waiting on me to set the date and do everything.
Oh,
okay.
And it was her job, and she didn't know this, and I didn't either. But in my heart, for some reason, I was like, I'm gonna just give her this ring, and then that was it.
Oh, wow.
Then we finally figured it out one day, and I was like, damn, your daddy's supposed to be paying for this.
I'm like, well, that's out.
And then I was like, you're supposed to be planning a wedding.
Was
I never
in
knew
your
that.
family growing up married? Like, were you not familiar with what it meant to be married?
My mom was married, but it wasn't like marriage wasn't like a crazy thing. Like when I was growing up, like
okay,
my mom and dad.
But then when I was growing up and I started really realizing my mama was going through a divorce. I'm on my mama's side. I was going through nigga, fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? Like I'm on mom's side. Whatever she talking about, fuck you.
Do you get exhausted at people asking why you aren't?
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, but it is crazy. Like 14 years and y'all aren't married. Why?
Is it just the internet or is it every Thanksgiving?
No, hell no. I mean, the only person that presses me in my family is my grandma, and she is 98. She turned 98 this year.
Woo.
And I just feel like she's not going to pass away until I get married. I feel like God put her on this earth because every time she's on the phone with me, every time TRell comes to Texas and visits her, she's like, well, when are you going to get married, Heather? Like, and she's 98 years old. I feel like that is like...
She ain't married you guys. She want to keep her grandmama alive.
You guys will probably do it one day, right? It's either going to be the super fly Travis, Courtney, we ran to Vegas, fly niggas got married, we don't need nobody else. Or is it going to be the big, like,
I just feel like we could go do the
elope.
Elope and then had a big party because niggas just want to eat your food anyway and do it up, man. So it really ain't even nothing.
You see how much other people are involved in. I feel like to your point, you already have the love, a great partner, and children, and then we still need something else from you. With me, I felt like I'd had so many accomplishments in my life, whether academically or just personally, and then the next thing is, okay, well, where's your man? Yeah. And it's so many things that we say to women that we don't realize make them feel worse.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how that must make you feel to think you've got such a great brand, you're beautiful, you have followers that love you. A lot of girls online aren't well received from women. Mm-hmm. And to think like, God damn, bitch, can you not celebrate?
Y'all still not happy for me.
Yeah, and as time goes on, I see, they got married in 2 years. Oh, they divorced now. Oh, here go my other friends. Oh, they get married, we going. Now they divorced now. Now I'm looking at all y'all. Everybody divorced.
There's a lot of trauma, I think, or instilled fear. And I say it all the time. There's not a relationship that I want to replicate. Like, I don't have a good, healthy relationship as an idea of what I would even want.
I thought that the other day, and this morning, I know who it is for me. Mandy and I have been saying we don't know anybody that has a relationship that we want. Shan, Booty, and Jared. They are happy, healthy. Every time I see him, and mind you, they're flirty and open. And even when I'm talking to Jared alone in their house or a party or anything, I always find he finds a way to touch her or just say something to her. And I'm like, oh, I love men like that. Like, yes,
Yeah.
you know I'm not going to fuck some other bitch in your face, but I want you to know I'm here. They are so supportive of each other. And I think that, like, for a woman that talks about sex for a living, there's so much to say about, I don't know if y'all know Shambooty, but there's so much to say about her nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you let your girl do this, or you let her post lingerie online, and they're so happy and healthy.
I still wouldn't want their relationship either, because I don't think I would want to work with my man. And they work closely together. They are parents together. Like, to me, I think I would want that separation from my partner, to where he has his own career and does his thing and isn't super
He
involved.
does, though.
I mean, he does, but he's also very
share
supportive, and they work together.
I do think
I wouldn't want to work.
I think, and I was going to ask you guys this next, because I mean, he's a rapper and talented, by the way. But is it working together? Because you've been together so long, so now you get money together, which I think is a dream, but it could be tough.
And that's what she just said. We work together. We've been working together for the last 7 years together every day. Go to work together, wake up together, kids together. Yeah, we've been doing it. Yeah, I would say the last decade. We've been together every day.
How do you compartmentalize, though, how you talk to each other as business partners and how you,
because we married
each other
too.
as partners? It becomes difficult. That's why I know I'm in a marriage. I don't want to do it with my partner.
It's hard.
Don't want a business relationship with my partner because of those compartmentalizations of that, like the dynamics. And it's really hard to not take things personally in how someone shows up in business and not receive it as disrespect personally. Because, nigga, you know me. Why am I doing all this work? Why are you not doing, like, you know, so it becomes difficult. Would you advise against it now, having worked together? Like, clearly you're not going to get out of business together, but for any couples listening who may be considering going into business together.
Because I need her in certain areas, certain aspects. I need her in the business, like, because certain things I wouldn't be able to do, and certain things she knows how to handle, and she takes over creatively. You know what I mean? So if I don't have her there, like, I wouldn't be able to do those things. So she's needed. You know, and I'm needed in my areas.
Too.
Yeah, and I'm needed in my areas, and it's kind of like we there, but we're not there. You know, she's over here, I'm over here doing it. I don't mess with her space.
Okay.
I don't mess with her creative space. I don't mess with what she's built and what she knows. So for me, it's great. You know what I mean? It's great. So I wouldn't dare go out there by myself and try to go buy women's clothes by my fucking self. Then have a photo shoot, then create it, then book models, and then, and then have inspo on the board, and then pick out furniture. I know her strengths, and so it's no way I could do that. So yeah, she's there. I think it's a very big help.
And I just like having a man with me, because being a woman in business, people will like try to get over on you, try to run over you, think that you're not, like more, as what you should be.
Intelligent enough.
Yeah. Or just like, and I just feel like I have a certain respect when I have a man.
Girl, I'm going to tell you, Mandy is the longest business partnership I've ever had, right? And I have seen so many differences with WTF Media specifically. Like, I have a male business partner. And it's crazy because I've been in business longer with Mandy, so I've been able to see how people treat me. So many times a nigga will start talking to me some way, and it's like he has to snap into it. Or maybe it's an issue with a client and there's no respect there until he has to talk to them. And I completely understand that, because when I think about it, I don't really know if for myself, I can necessarily be like the hound. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to be that person. There's a lot of times where my professionalism will just go if I get like that.
Yeah.
And I think in business, it's important for women not necessarily to have a male business partner 50-50. But there's always that one little representative. I think sometimes you need to just be like, okay, yeah, you handle this. Honestly, I think it's really, really helpful. And especially when men can respect you in that way too. Because a lot of men will make you feel like you're not doing enough in business.
Yeah, exactly.
And going back to it was way back when you was talking about being married and you can't make the decisions whether or not if I pass away or something like that. But go get a living trust, guys. It's something called a living trust, or you can create a will between you guys.
You can, yeah.
You guys can definitely do that. So marriage is not the last thing you can do. So live in trust or will.
Hey, hold on.
Do that.
Now niggas gonna lean on that point.
Baby, I'm gonna just put you
For
in my
real.
whole baby.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just
exactly.
That's all these bitches want anyway.
See, you were saying that
look,
to be nice.
look,
Somebody about to take
That's
that. Be
all
like,
these bitches want anyway.
What part?
You want to be in the
The
wheel.
money.
You want the money.
First off, you saying that a lot of these niggas ain't even got no money. Calm down now.
Yeah, exactly.
We out here making the money.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be very clear.
When we met each other,
Bro, a lot of women are dating a whole bunch of broke ass niggas with no assets. I don't know why niggas think we want your money for child support or we want you to die to take your money. You ain't got none.
yeah,
Where's
exactly.
it at?
no, we know this black women entrepreneurs are eclipsing
Yeah,
men
black
so
women
much.
got the money.
We just
They
need
do.
good dick at this point. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Let me refocus. I feel like Dr. Umar right now. I did want to ask something about, okay, so you had the businesses, now the podcast. I want to ask you, Mandy and I, through the evolution of our show, we have had fans pit us against each other a lot in a comment. We could be literally having fun, ragging on each other, and they're like, "Oh, why'd you say that?" Do they do that to y'all? And
Yeah.
how's
Oh man,
Really?
they want me the fuck gone. They want
really?
me gone.
Well, because men just
Well,
hate hearing women.
hold
They
on,
hate
wait.
women.
No,
You were on
men
a
hate
male
hearing women speak.
podcast,
That's
so
what I'm
now
saying.
I don't know how many podcasts you have, but I know you were on one with men. So I could see if they want to listen to you, now they got to have.
Only hear women.
I could see maybe that.
It's very, very male driven.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then they're
And that
very
audience
aggressive. That audience is very aggressive. And we're live most of the time. So they get just to pick at you and fuck with you. So every little thing she says and does, they're on it. You feel me? Man, she fucked up the vibe. We just want homies in here.
Man really
We
don't
don't
like
need
women,
here
bro.
and here.
Girl, you
Like-
might need a secondary podcast so you can feel.
Yeah.
Well,
I
she
am.
does. She created her own channel. She definitely gonna, start doing her own thing. But to me, I'll be feeling like it's just like a small percentage of people in there, and it's a very big percentage of people that have their men that has their girl right there, and the men is like, you know what are you watching? You feel me? Like, hey, she on it, and then the women start becoming fans of who she is,
Right.
because they're going to see her on social media, going to researching her on Twitter, Instagram, or whatever the case may be, and TikTok, and they like, oh, I love that. So I really don't listen to them. I need that. I need that different aspect. You feel me on the show. I need a woman's opinion on the
On
show
certain
sometimes.
things,
A lot
yeah.
of male
like
shows,
I need a woman to say some bullshit. You know what I mean? Some shit a man wouldn't say. And everybody just like, oh, why she say that?
But you're
oh my
a podcaster
God.
first, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because, no shade, to me, when I would see, I'd be like, oh, that's Heather's boyfriend. So on that podcast, you're TRell's
girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I
And
can't
I love
imagine.
that.
She's like,
I love
But it's
that.
so crazy because when we met, he was doing better than me. I was in Dallas, Texas, working a regular job, trying to do something with myself. And then I met him and he was around all these celebrities and lived in Los Angeles, California, and was just big doing it. He didn't have a lot of money though. He didn't have nothing.
Zero.
But he was just around a
was just
world.
popular.
Yeah, he was around a world that I wanted to be in
Right.
too. And so I'm like, oh, he's like, like I love him. He's so funny, whatever. He brought me around his world and he kind of just brought me in it. And I figured out my way through it. And I was in it for a couple years until I was like, this is not what I want to do because
raggedy.
I'm a real boss. I know I am. I don't have nothing, but I know that this is not what I'm meant to do. I'm not meant to be cleaning up after y'all and following after y'all. So I was like, I have to start my own thing. And then I started my own thing with my other business partner, which is literally your twin. It's crazy.
Yeah, Britt.
Yeah. Brittany. And we started our business. Well, I started the business first and then met her probably like 3-4 months in. And then we kind of just took it, from there. And he was always involved though. Always, it was just us three.
I think that's dope.
And I had my own thing.
No, you don't. Bitch, you don't want to work with your nigga.
Oh, no, I said it was dope.
Yeah.
Good for you. I love it for you. I didn't say, me saying dope don't mean I want it, but good for you. I
And
love
then
that for you.
what he was doing kind of just, what I was doing kind of overpowered what he was doing. It was taking care of us. It was bringing the money in. I was kind of like.
And he was the support system.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you a question that I've really been curious about? So, and this is just to end on this. You're monogamous, correct? From what I'm gathering.
That means not a cheater, right?
No,
Yeah.
that means
monogamous. You only have sex with each
you only
other.
have sex with
Yeah.
each
He
other.
said he don't need no other pussy. You
So,
didn't even like
y'all
that I
ain't
said the
having,
nigga was
y'all
cute.
ain't having threesome.
So,
Okay.
Not
okay.
yet.
I had known and seen you before from being on Adam's podcast.
Okay.
And I'm curious for you, both of you. Adam is so known to have sex on camera with his girl, right? And they have this very open and sexual relationship. Have you ever felt pressure to open your relationship? Because so many people nowadays, including us, are non-monogamous, right? So many women are bisexual. And yeah, it just makes me, I'm really curious about that.
On
I
camera?
never have.
No,
My
not on
mom
camera.
called
Not
me.
on camera. Not on. It doesn't have to.
Just because they're like, even when he wasn't having sex on camera, right? Like they're a very sexual couple and open and talking about it, and she's bi. Like the way that relationships have evolved, have you ever felt that pressure? And then on the other end, like, yeah, you're a monogamous guy sitting across from a man that's, you know, doing whatever he wants with his girl.
I hated that too. I'm like, ugh, why
Really?
is he in there? Like he's gonna like completely change the way TRell thinks, whatever.
Mm.
But he was like, I'm my own person. Like I'm strong. He's not gonna change me. And then my mom called me one day. She's like, this Adam and Lena that y'all are around, like, please, Heather, don't ever think that you have to do this. And she was like concerned, like, you know, that's not God's way. And this is this. Like, you don't do that, Heather.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, I know, like, I'm not attracted to girls. Like, I'm just a little different. I'm just not really like into it
They are.
like that.
I'm not gonna lie. Like even hearing that, I actually just had a conversation with my friend last night. I've had people literally, to me, I feel like not respect me as a human being because I'm lifestyle, because I'm bi, because we talk about the sex pod.
Mhm.
So I hate to know that you got that call because of what Adam and Lena have chose to put out. Because I've literally had people treat me that way, and I've literally cut them
that's
off.
your mom.
No.
Mom is
But no, but I'm saying regardless. I don't know, and I ain't gonna put the person's name out there, but anyways, there's a friendship recently that literally has ended because when I broke up with my boyfriend, she felt like she couldn't be seen out with me because I was a single woman now, and she is not. And I was like,
horrible decision's been around, Beth.
but that's what I'm saying. She doesn't know me for the things that I had to do out of survival in my 20s. I've shared it, but to know that now you really don't respect me as a human being because of how I live my life sexually.
Yeah.
I hate that there's calls like that. Like, I hate that.
I'm sure they've lost
I hate that.
friends. Like, so I filmed, I do a show called Sex Cells where I talk to business owners, right? And it made me think of Lena when you said, oh, we have a space to record our podcast. Because I remember Lena took me to the house where she shoots her stuff, right?
Yeah.
And when I went to her house, I don't really know Adam or Lena that well, just industry shit. I saw him playing with his kid in the pool and their family. And even in my own brain, I was like, oh my God, they're so fucking normal, right? Like, I don't know whatever happened with your show. I'm not into too much tea, but people can be normal. I'm sure that relationship can be healthy and this is healthy. And I think it's good to know that because joking about y'all not even having car sex before and this being the show all about sex talk, right?
Yeah.
Vanilla sex and that, like, these two relationships can be healthy. And I do think there's a lot of pressure, and maybe this podcast perpetuates some of it, to have women be opening their shit for niggas to fuck other bitches.
But at that same time, you know, me being over there at that on the platform with him, it taught me a lot. First of all, I wasn't used to white people. Let's just
Oh my God.
So I wasn't.
Shit, is Adam on that goddamn show used to white people?
I wasn't used to white people and these white people doing porn. So now my mind, this is great.
White people seem like it's like they're crazy.
No, but yeah, so my mind is opening. I'm not being judgmental. My mind is opening. You know, I'm bringing her around too. So we go to birthday parties at their home, all the shit. You know what I mean? So and it was like you said, it was beautiful. It's a beautiful environment. But this young lady right there, be like, oh, okay, this young lady right here, she's the biggest porn star. I'm like, who? Oh, Mary Poppins right here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's her name? So I'm looking it up. I'm like, looking at
He's
it.
like, this her right there. I'm like, what? We're at a baby's first birthday party. And he's like, this her right here, busting it open, pussy out, titties out, all
and
on
I'm
Twitter.
like, oh, see, it taught me not to be judgmental and shit like that because before I start speaking about her, I met her, talked to her boyfriend she had, everybody, nice people. Yeah. Very nice people before I knew what they actually did.
I love it.
So that did open my mind a lot doing that shit.
I never judged going over there.
Them.
Like,
never,
I never judged. It's like, this is their life. This is what they choose to do. Everybody's different. Like, I'm like, maybe you could teach me some fun stuff to spice it up. Because, honey, I'm boring. Like,
Oh,
I'm
girl,
just
We can
not.
send you some videos.
Like, I'm
But
not.
to be real, boring on some real shit. Not everybody needs the bell.
I'm like, this is
But what-
crazy.
okay.
I was gonna say the bells and whistles.
Okay.
Let's
Hold
not
on.
say
Let me
bells.
ask y'all,
don't
because
bring
a lot of
Bell back.
motherfuckers be saying boring, but what's not boring sex? Like, I don't.
It's
like,
subjective. I will say it's also
Yeah, like what? Yeah,
like we
like
get emails all the time.
is it
Like,
spicy
my
sex?
partner
Like, what
born.
is
What the
spicy
hell I'm
sex?
supposed to do?
I think spicy sex. If you're not using toys or doing shit like that, right? If we're not sticking our fingers in our nigga's ass, I feel like that's always like a moment the internet
feel
just starts to get
judged.
excited about booty holes and shit, right?
Mhm.
I think spiciness is truly when you're outside of the two people that you are. Maybe you're doing crazy role play. Maybe it's getting rough and it's like you kind of escape mom and dad or the couple that's always been fucking. You get out of it.
Mhm.
Maybe you're wearing different things because this sounds basic. Putting on a sexy outfit sounds basic, but it's something that we don't really do all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you change something that you normally do.
That's spicy.
You've been together 14 years, you know each other's favorite positions, how to make each other come. The next time you do something that's different from the routine, that's spicy.
Yeah.
I think spicy is subjective, right? Like for me, it's probably fucking another bitch together. But maybe for you, it was the car. Like what you just said, like we should have filmed this shit.
For me, it's
Someone
going
else
to the
is like,
sex
the
club.
car is nothing.
The
You know?
sex club.
Oh, the sex club. For me, it's being watched or like watching other people or having people watch me. Like that's spicy for me. I, mean,
I can't. So I've tried to go to sex clubs. We're like, always interviewing people in the sex club, and I enjoy being in the environment. Bro, the second my nigga kisses me in a sex club, I'm like, oh, let's go. I don't want to be there.
Oh, bitch, I started off, bitch. You know how like when you go to a club and ain't nobody on the dance floor yet? Oh, baby, I'm starting it out, going to the middle of the floor, sucking some dick.
Oh my God.
Anyways, that's
Take me with you one day, please.
I will take you, girl.
I want to see.
Hold on.
Oh my God, wait.
Oh, no.
Are you cool with
Back it up. Rewind.
Where is this?
Rewind
There's a sex
it.
party this Saturday.
Okay, so sex party.
wait.
Rewind it.
I don't know if you
I know
still
it.
Give me
cool with
the,
her.
give me the
I'll give y'all the
experience
details.
of the sex party. So how do you walk in fully clothed?
Yeah.
And then is it lockers where you take your
He
clothes
said,
off
set
and
the
get the
scene,
robe?
Mandy.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
could literally even be a room like this. It could be a house. Like in New York, there are lofts or basement apart, like at the bottom of the floor.
Okay.
They have beds laid out everywhere. There's normally someone selling drugs. There's a bartender. It's free and flowing. And then a lot of the women ended up going to the bathroom and they change into latex, leather, fishnets, lingerie. Like just get really sexy and you walk around. The ones that I go to, there's consent speeches. So you're given the play. There's puppy pads. There's condoms. There's
For
lube,
pee and squirt.
for squirting and peeing so that you don't get.
I feel like she was like,
Places
where did the dog come
No,
in?
the dogs ate
Joe
them.
Budden.
And then you a lot of people are with their partners. They normally don't have single men there, so it's a lot more women or couples. And then you just start talking to people, and the next thing you know, the person you're talking to might start licking your nipple, and then can I eat your pussy? Sure. And then you go into the corner and.
By the way, I would like to tell you, Heather,
That's why her
my
ass is walking with your ass.
I wouldn't be too apprehensive.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Now you being judgy. He
No,
just said he
but-
ain't judging.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
It was a little.
Nah, yeah.
It was a little judgy. No, I would actually say to you, I have noticed that women were really respectful of the men that I brought, and I was very surprised at that because that was the thing I was kind of worried about the most. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and next thing I know, they're really. I feel like the average bitch doesn't understand that language, and people that are into crazier shit generally know how to communicate around it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's what's made me feel the safest, even though I don't have sex at sex parties. But I think y'all, some of the best sex I've ever had, I went to a sex party with this dude I was talking to, and we were talking mad shit about people. I'm like, look at that bitch, she using the baby wipes because she got mad come on her baby, laughing about shit. Look at these white people over here. By this time we got home, we fucked crazy. I think just being in one and
just
being
watching
around
people.
it, it's fun.
So you can just go and watch.
You can just go and watch.
And they enjoy you watching.
Yeah.
You gotta be invited.
Yeah, you gotta know.
I'll send you the one I know about.
Well, we know Mandy.
I be knowing the owners. I'll send you.
This one's in LA on Saturday.
You know,
It's a little Grammy
Well,
sex party.
Terrell.
I had a
Heather,
kids party on Saturday, but afterwards we
look.
get it cracked.
Y'all coming to her birthday party? It's for Friday.
I leave tomorrow.
Oh,
I gotta go back to the East Coast.
well, she going to the
Wow.
sex party and come to the birthday
Yeah,
party.
Listen, I'm going to see Uncle Waffles and, maybe I'll eat waffles in the morning with a bitch. But yeah.
Maybe someone might have blue waffles. Well, let's go ahead and Terrell, Heather, please let everyone know where they can follow you, listen to you, support you, shop from you, and
Wait,
we
is
won't
it
have.
over? I didn't even
I
say
know,
I've never
right?
had a threesome before.
Oh Jesus! Look,
Girl, we knew that from this.
Oh, you did?
y'all,
There wasn't a moment, babe, that we thought it was
didn't
coming
need to
out.
ask that. Y'all just fucked in a
Right.
car a couple weeks ago, okay?
For a whole hour, she said, I don't know if you guys know, I've never done it. No shit.
We not gonna ask you that, girl. We picked up.
Okay, what do you
We picked up
recommend?
the tea you wasn't putting
Wait, but
down.
you don't like girls, so why do you want to have them?
Well, just because I feel like he needs a little reward.
Okay, this is what you got to do. This will be the most fun.
I'll go to the sex party.
All you got to do, y'all go to Vegas together or somewhere out of the country. You bring a bitch, let him fuck her so you can watch. It'll be really sexy. And then if you want it to stop, it stops.
God.
But that's
But
it.
also,
That's
but
your
also,
threesome.
okay, see, you see how you're already cringy? Maybe just let her suck his dick. That's the beginner.
Yeah.
Like, let her just suck his dick.
Mhm.
That would look. All right, y'all let everyone know where they can follow you. And we need the update on when this threesome take place.
I'll let y'all know when it happens. But you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Heather Sanders _ Follow my 2 businesses, Sorella Boutique, Money for Nails,
Yeah,
back on Fig.
back on Fig on YouTube. Don't worry about nothing. Fig Community World on YouTube and on Instagram, KINGTRELL _.
And all of that information will be in the description of this episode. Y'all make sure you also head on over to whorehive.com if you are in London. We will be there on May the 5th, bitch, at the Earth Theater. So go on over to whorehive.com and get your ticket. Also, go ahead and support us on our Patreon. That's patreon.com/horrible decisions. This has been yet another episode of Horrible Decisions.
Peace, bitch.
It's bonus, bitches. Welcome to another bonus episode of Horrible Decisions. I am joined today with someone that you guys may be very familiar with. She is one half of the Cocktails Dirty Discussions podcast, Medina Monroe.
Oh, that was such a great intro. Hello, everybody. I know you've been waiting for me to come back, and here I am.
No, I don't think they've been waiting.
I said, are you getting cute? You said no, and bitch, you look cute.
Bitch, this is just my hair is being molded so I can have my pixie. I have no makeup on. Bitch, I am not cute. No one told you to come in with a whole, I don't even know what you got going on.
I was channeling my inner Aunt Jemima. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
Because it's Black History Month, I didn't want to say it.
You know, you gotta be careful. You can't say it as a white woman.
Oh, bitch, don't do me. I am not. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Hope that you all enjoyed your Valentine's Day with your nigga or your side nigga or your sugar daddy or just the nigga you fucking, whatever. To start this episode, though, off, we're going to get into some icebreakers that Medina has. So what's the first one? Let's get into it.
So the first one, this is so perfect for you because you're going to have such a crazy answer. What's wrong with having sex on the first date? What's wrong with it? What are the wrong things about having sex on the first date?
That's the wrong thing. I'm the wrong person to ask that because all the niggas that I've actually ended up being with long term or have even got connectual bonds to, bitch, we fucked the first night.
Really? But would you find any wrong things that happen with that?
Bitch, we both have these sexually liberated podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's one of those to where we're all adults now. You know what I mean? So I think that when you were in your teens and your 20s, the idea of having sex on the first night, was a bad thing. But I think we're adults now. And I think even men know that women like to fuck just as fucking much as they do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you turning me on and we vibing, to me, I think if I want to fuck you on the first night, that's a good thing. Because that means I'm really into you.
Is your phone ringing?
Oh, it was.
Bitch, I was like, what is going on? I was
Did
like,
you hear that?
Hi? Yes.
That was my nigga.
Is my vest on?
No, that was my nigga. Y'all know he got the little special.
Yeah, it was a deep
special
vibration.
vibrating ring. My bad. And it was right here by the mic. I was like, bitch, why are you looking like that?
Mm.
My bad, y'all. It was my nigga calling me nasty.
I had something to add to it.
I mean, what would your answer be to that, though? Like,
so, we are grown. We are. And sex should be, we just have the sex and everything can just carry on how it would go if we didn't have sex, right? But one thing that I'm learning is, and I've had relationships that started with we fucked on the first date. but that's not the norm. And I feel like there's a dynamic switch up when you have sex with the man too quick, not even too quick, just when you give up, when you have sex, when you give up them draws, there's this switch that I really don't like. And I try to hold on to it as long as I can. It's almost like before you have sex, they're so interested. They're courting.
Because they're lying. Once they get the pussy,
well, lie to me, baby.
They wanted.
Lie to me.
Bro, you gotta deal with a man who actually is not pressed on the pussy. That's the thing. I feel like
even if they're not pressed on the pussy, there's still a power change. Don't lie.
They don't because you don't know that they press on the pussy, but they're only showing up as their representative to get the pussy. And so once they have the pussy, if you see a man switches up in his behavior or even in his courtmanship or how he's showing up to you, even on the telephone through text messages, that's because he got what he wanted. He's not a grown man. He probably wasn't even looking for a relationship. He probably was only looking for the pussy. And because you gave it to him.
So there is that scenario, but then there's also just like men want pussy. Not that they just want your pussy, but they do want pussy. They're always motivated by that, whether they just want to fuck or they still want to be with you. There is a slight change, and I don't like the change. I try to hold on to it as long as I can, but it really don't be that long. Okay, the next one. You catch your friend's partner cheating on them in public. Would you tell your friend that their partner is cheating?
So I wouldn't say your nigga is cheating. I would say, I saw your nigga out with this person. Here's the picture. Do you know who this woman is?